All right, we are doing trucks at Michigan. Um, so I got sent a setup from a viewer, and I was kind of skeptical because there was some letters ahead of the setup, and so it's like, all right, is this a setup shop? Like, what's the deals? Looked at the note page, nothing on there. Then did some digging around while I was waiting for this race to start, seeing that he is on a new setup shop. We all know my thing about setup shops. Uh, don't like them. Think it's just a terrible thing that has happened with iRacing and open setups. I'm going to go ahead and run it and just not even say where it's from. Thanks for him sending it. Would have rather it been more open about, hey, I'm building setups for the setup shop. You want to try this? I would have rather had that, because if anyone knows me well enough, or this channel, they know my thoughts on the whole thing. So, yeah, I don't have time. I mean, I could go get OSR set up and get it, but we'll just go with this. Whatever. We're the number 27 truck, so we're gonna get beat anyways. We got a bunch of egos in this one. No, maybe not. Yeah, there's some egos from the past. A few. And we're just gonna have fun, ride around in the back, do what we need to. See if this is any better than OSR, which it's not gonna be, because the idiot holding the wheel is gonna make a bigger difference than the setup is. And by that I mean I'm gonna go just as slow with the OSR set than if I had the perfect setup. It's just how it is. I am set in my driving style and, well, the flaws that come with it. And it really doesn't matter if the set is good or bad. It'll probably spin out late run if it's one of these setups that has to be driven by a fast guy that's loose. So I apologize. I'm running a setup that most likely costs money. I hate doing that. I don't ever want to do that. I'll run Daniel's setups, because he's not trying to sell them. He's just building them for him and his family, and he enjoys seeing what I can get out of it. That's why I run his. Yeah, they're not available to the public, but he's also not trying to profit off of it. So, just being straight up front, this setup is one that I assume you have to pay for, and yeah, it was kind of misguided in it sent to me, because I hadn't heard of these guys. The first time I saw their logo was yesterday, and I mean, I don't have a problem. I don't know this guy. He's a viewer. I don't know how much he comments, but um, if this was something about kind of tricking me into running a paid setup, which I assumed at first when Daniel started sending me setups that that's what he was doing. I honestly did, because I always think everyone's out for the worst, just because that's how my mind goes. Well, let's go ready to race. We got a lot of people with black flags. What the hell is this? I guess everyone's just running to get laps in? Or is there some new trick that we got going on? I don't know. We'll have to watch that. We got someone with a meatball. I don't no idea what's going on. So yeah, I'm always up front. I like running the free setups that, first of all, are free and easy to get. Not like major setups. I know some of them are free, but you have to give an email. Most likely that email information gets sold and they get money out of it. I'm not saying you can't make money off of it. I'm making money off of talking to myself driving around. I'm just saying, setups used to be something where people weren't afraid to share, and everyone could kind of learn from it. That's why I started that next gen thing in the forums, because we all kind of learned together. It also allowed Daniel to kind of get the car felt out a little better, and I learned a little bit, but I've lost everything that I've learned. I did not retain anything that I learned from that time. So, all right, everyone's lost their black flags now. That's having that many people getting a black flag there. That's it's very strange. Just keep an eye out on that if you're in some of these top splits. And another guy getting a black flag, 21 car. He hasn't set a lap. It's a lot of black flags. I don't know if people are going slowly, brake dragging, and just getting a warning for Q scrutiny or what, but yeah, anyways, we're gonna just run this set because, well, it's in. I've ran some laps and then I found out what it was. So obviously if the person posts saying that, hey, it's from this thing, I'm gonna delete that post because I thought this was just a goodwill, hey, try this out, maybe you won't suck as bad as you normally do. And it might still be, but I'm very skeptical of all setup shops because the entire point of it is to make money. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a dollar sign on everything with the setups on the website. So, just me, just my thoughts. So, looks like most of the people that got black flag, most people didn't even qualify. Thankfully, we're way back here. And yeah, hopefully this isn't just an ego fest, because I don't want to do 60 laps of caution. I would like to do some sort of racing, even if it's being slowest on track and getting lapped. Let's see. See if... Okay, just checking out who spotters are, just to get an idea of who some of these people are. Yeah, we got stupid sideways lineup. Alright, so we got a couple of the new people from the team. I think there's actually quite a few in here, but I can't keep up with all the names of people that I've never heard of that are joining that team. So, alright, well, we starting 28th, and hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully a 60-lap green race. That'd be fun. Now, another thing, this is a track that I'm bad at. California, Michigan. For some reason, these 2-mile tracks.
You have
and it's been this way
for this race. Be smooth
ever since like the original NASCAR game back in the 90s. Always sucked at Michigan. So I don't know why it is, but it's something that just does not work with my driving style.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed. Jetstar 24 car. Jetstar 24 car.
Got a long ways to go because the front of the field is not even loading in with my lower graphics that I have to run for the next gen. That doesn't even do a damn thing half the time. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I am sure we're gonna see some amazingly ego stupidity. Strength of field's 5,300. I don't know if I've been in a race this strong ever, maybe.
Green, green, green.
Most of the road to pro stuff, we were down a split, so we were right around the 4,000s. Or we were down 6 or 7 splits and right around the 4,000 splits. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we get up front, which looks to be 4 and 5 wide, but we're just going to trust that they all know how to drive. Got people dipping onto the apron. Looked like there was going to be some contact. Looks like Rachel is up in the middle of that as well, and she is getting turned, and no caution. We lift off, lose a lot of ground.
Outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear. 52.167.
Better be safe. Let's just hope that we hold on to the draft here. Maybe the front guys will wreck each other and we'll get a catch back up. I don't know what the line is though, and now we're not really going to know very well because front guys are out of picture, but the mid-pack people should at least know how to drive since they're all over 5,000 pretty much. Like you can dip into the lower groove.
40.02.
That was bad. We got the nose pushing up, and there we go. Big one.
Yellow flag is out. They want you in single file.
Maybe not a big one, just 2 cars spinning.
Jetstar 31 car. Jetstar 29 car. Jetstar 31 car.
Well, one of the people that I was not looking forward to racing is now out, so that's good. But we weren't going to be around him anyways. I am so out of my element here. This is people that are way faster than me, and there are lots of high-end teams here that have very, very big setup teams where you just have guys testing, tuning, that know what the hell they're doing. And yeah, people that can drive the sets.
Pit road's open.
We are just here. We're gonna pick up the crumbs. We'll go top off. Get us 2.5 gallons.
Catch up 31, copy.
There might be a few people getting damage fixed.
Catch up 31, copy. Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Tires,
Go,
99s
go, go.
all around. Yeah, there's quite a few people with some damage.
They want you in single file. Catch up 4, copy.
So we're showing now that can probably make it 35, 36 laps from here. Just a note on painting cars. I know I'm not that great, but when you have a very bright color on a very bright color and the letters are so far together, I can't even read that, what his Twitch channel is.
One to go, next time by. Line up on the inside. Catch up 31, copy.
Now I know that my logo now is just a K and a 5, and you really have no idea where to actually go, but I felt like I didn't need to put that out there anymore. It was good to start off having it, but the K5 logo looks better than Neven 5 spelled out. I still have it on some of the older cars, though, just that I haven't changed. But really, I don't think a whole lot of people go from a race unless they had a clean, good race with you, or they're pissed off at you. So, looks like after 2 wrecks up front, that it's going to be an ugly race. But hopefully we won't have to check up for a non-wreck this time. Kind of just sit in the draft and see if we can even do that.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
I have no idea what this start was. Jesus fuck, dude.
Outside, 2 wide, 1 minute.
Like, do you see the car in front of me?
Clear high.
Like, you're gonna try to jump that shit from dead last? Holy shit, some egos. He nearly turned us. Well, we've lost the draft again. We'll try to work with the 19, and I'm sure they're going to wreck again. slow to be around all the greatness in here.
Clear inside.
As cars just fly past me that are just beat to hell.
40.37.
And they're wrecking again.
Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Closed, pit road is closed. Pasta 30, car.
Yeah, y'all think that you got to get your iRating up to get some clean races. This is the highest I-rated field we've been in probably 2 years or longer. Shit show. 3 wrecks in 10 laps now. I mean, that's impressive. Well, we'll go top off again. Get the rear end damage fixed if there's any. I'm just slow as shit on the straightaway. I'm clearly doing something wrong, or this is just not up to par with this type of split. But when you see a damaged car fly past you, like the 8 car, I mean, shit. I don't know where he was getting that speed with all that damage, but yeah, no idea. So, back into the pits. Might even be able to make it on fuel from here. Most of the field coming in. You know what? We can probably just take tires.
Pit boxing, 5, 3, 2, 1.
We've got 3 sets.
Right here.
And if we're possibly going to go to the end from here, might as well take them. It's not going to do us any good to have an extra set at the end.
Okay, go.
No damage, so at least we didn't get anything stupid from that. Yeah, I don't know what that start was, if everyone was just gapped so much, because it felt like we kept gaining speed and kept gaining speed, but it didn't look like the leader was going. And then just, it never went. And then by the time they were going, we were getting turned, and I was having to lift off so that I didn't loop it or go flying up into the car on the outside of me.
Catch 5, car. Catch 23, car.
So we're going to finish ahead of where we're supposed to finish.
1 left to green. Line up on the inside.
And that's even if I quit right now.
1 minute 18.364.
We're in 17th place right now. There are, it looks like, from 25th on back, everyone's 2 laps down or more. The guy that ran into us quit right after that, so I'm glad he got that big jump start there. Well, we're just going to stay low and let the idiots go high, because it's just a bunch of wreck trucks back here now, so I'm going to go so that if they're down on power, we don't get stuck behind them. But yeah, I'm just not even gonna try and stay in line right now because we nearly got killed on the last restart. So just get out of their way. They're all way better than me.
About to go green, stay focused.
And most of them are not
Time to do your job.
used to running 20th, so.
Green, green, green. Outside. 1 minute.
Yep, this guy's gonna go 3 wide.
0, 9.
We're dead last.
Hold your line. Still there. Outside. 2 wide. Still there. Still there.
I nearly went up to the top.
Still there.
That would have been the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. 42.619. Still there. Hold your line.
But we're just stuck behind this 31 right now that is doing big lifts into the corner.
Clear high.
Luckily, the 11 behind us was ready for that.
Outside. Still there. Hold your line.
I'm not sure what else I can do here.
Keep low.
Foot on floor.
Clear high. 40.331.
We'll try to keep foot on floor on entry.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Clear high.
I mean, they're still gapping us. Maybe I need to have 2 feet on the gas pedal. Will that help? It's clearly what some of these people are doing when they are getting close to wrecking. Got some people slow up here. They're running 20th right now.
0.04.
Yeah, so Dead Zone, they have a dedicated team that builds setups that I don't know if everyone gets $1,000 out of it, but they definitely get a big chunk out of the Coke Series drivers. And I'm sure that applies to multiple different series that they make setups for. But he's so damaged now that that money is gonna go to waste. But that's for a whole year, obviously. I don't know what the exact numbers are. I'm just being fed info from someone who tends to exaggerate stuff, and it's not a driver. In case anyone from Dead Zone is listening. That was a couple of years ago that I got that information, so get around these super open cars. Hopefully the 26 gives me draft, but we do not get it, so now we go slow. 19 trying to force himself low for 17th place. I don't know why he was trying to force himself low on the straightaway when the draft was ahead of him, but maybe that's why I'm not a 4,900 I-rated driver.
Still there. Outside.
P17, back to where we started from, but the front of the field is gone. Those are all the people that have not wrecked yet. We're just going to stay in line with this 26. He's same skill level as us. You might not be happy to hear that, but that's what the numbers show. So we'll just sit here. Fuel-wise, we cannot make it. Now that we're going flat out and not lifting on entry, made a big difference. Go about 28 more laps from here. That gets us to lap 50. Rachel's still going strong. I thought she had quite a bit of damage, but she is pulling up on us. I assume she will just hang out, stay in line, and we are close to getting the sniff of the draft here. Unless I get loose, and this is where faster setups come to bite me, get a car up behind me, and then I get loose and I don't know how to drive with a little yaw. I'm gonna do a little bit of lifting. It is kind of tight on entry, and then I feel like I get too much wheel in it, like about a quarter of the way in. Not feeling like it's got good rotation all the way around. But it could just be that I'm doing my normal turning in too tight on corner entry. We are catching the group though, so the tires are starting to fade a bit. We'll just have to hope we can hang on to it and not be an idiot that self-spins. Yeah, it's this, there's something right about a quarter of the way into the corner where the car just gets tight for a moment and then over-rotates. And then we kind of get bogged if I try not to drive through that. And then we lose tons of speed down the straight. That time, heavy rotation on entry, up a little higher. Did not expect that. 26 checking out. That's why he is one number above us. He's got a bit of the draft ahead, but I'm struggling here. Good news is everyone behind us is broken. We just need to get Rachel past us. I'm too afraid that as she gets closer, it's going to make us too loose. Unfortunately, I backed off too much there, and we're probably going to lose the draft. even from her. I just didn't want to get that massive rotation right in front of her and get spun, and I'm not comfortable with the car. So I've got to drive it within my limits, otherwise we get another caution. Right now we get an easy chunk of iRating if we gain a few more spots. Possibly could on strategy.
41.029.
Like Rachel's able to pull up. But we got a couple of people fighting side by side back here that are falling off, so maybe that'll bring it back to us.
41.222.
I'm gonna try a higher line here. Last lap so we can judge it better. .26 is checking the hell out. He's already passed two people. We got one of them getting really loose. Actually, both of them getting really loose. Rachel's checking out for me now. Got one slow car up in the wall. Must be a lap car. It's damaged. Loose there, but if I seen the green, I felt like I needed to go quicker. I think that guy's blown his engine. Hopefully he gets off track or just all F4s. Don't need a caution right now. So at the moment, we're the slowest on track that's not damaged. There are 4 people behind us. Yeah, 4 people behind us on the lead lap, but they're all about to go a lap down. Us pitting early is going to put us a lap down, and we're not fast. So we're not going to gain anything from that. I think our goal needs to be hold on to draft, go long, stay on the lead lap. We'll be the last car on the lead lap very soon, but not even close to being lapped. And we'll go long and hope that something good comes out of it. And if not, we'll take an easy 18th place finish. Nine spots ahead of where we were supposed to finish. But right now I'm just not fast. And I'm not comfortable with the car. It is... I mean, it's doing what it needs to do to be quick, but I just am so uncomfortable with it yawing out. We haven't gained on those 2 guys ahead of us, the 13 and the 23. 26 is heading up there to pass a few more people. Yeah, gotta go there. Seems not good right now. Now that tires are used up. I just feel like straightaway speed I'm missing something. It could be that I'm just not driving the right lane through the corners on fresh tires, and then I'm having to save it on exit on old tires, so we lose the run. Starting to lose little by little to Rachel as she gets the draft ahead of her.
41.335.
I tried to drive it in deep, full throttle. It just goes loose on me. We had a big run there. It's just not a way I can drive. I can't do it. Some people can power through that. I cannot. So, we'll drive within our limits, as I said.
41.576.
Pitting, how far off are we on our best lap time? Oh god.
41.3.
Way bigger gap than I thought. Even though we've lost the draft essentially, there's still no reason for us to pit early. I assume Rachel's pitting here. We're just gonna keep chugging. She's pitting here. I'm very confused by that. I have no idea what she's doing line-wise.
41.555. The car inside. Still there.
So we're gonna lose time to everyone that pit. That's fine. We were losing time to them anyways. What we can gain is caution, and then they all gotta use wave arounds, we're on fresher tires, and then maybe I can accidentally stay ahead of some people. Or let's just say that we led a lap in a 5,300 strength of field race.
41.589. You're in the top 10.
Go 8 more laps. Now we're not going to be able to keep up with these people that come out in front of us. Fresh tires, they will have a second quicker. You'll just pull away. It means that we're essentially giving up any chance of 17th. But if caution happens,
The lead is pitting now.
you never know. We have nothing to lose is pretty much the way I'm looking at it.
41.665. You're in second position right now.
There we go. Lap led. Look how great I am. Really surprised. Did Rachel come out way behind? Did she do like... No, she didn't do fuel only. She's still checking out. Definitely going to be way behind the field, but again, who cares? We were going to end up there anyways. We were losing everyone. Plus, this doesn't allow anyone to stay out long that had already wrecked, and they're going to be so slow that they're not going to gain on us, or we should be able to pass them anyways again. The two people that were right behind us, about 7-8 seconds. Come in now just so we have a bit of time to recover from what we've lost if we have lost too much to the slow cars that were behind us, because he's also starting to get our draft and he's who we're racing. Get it down and slow up. Way too slow.
Pitboxing, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Might actually get lapped. No, we're fine. We are in 16th now. Rachel's just going past. I don't think we'll catch her. 19 is just going to be ahead of us, maybe behind us, but is damaged. Was barely catching us when we were on old tires. So we should be able to slowly pull away. leader is 18 seconds behind us. Won't catch Rachel.
54.2.
But we're in 17th. And we had to try the strategy that was going to help us the most. Pitting early, they'd just pass us. There wasn't a point where we could pit early and not be slow. Because we're just slow. So, this, we knew we weren't going to go a lap down because it's a big enough track. Catch a caution. Get lucky, get wrecked on the restart, starting on pole from a restart. That's how it would have went, because I've had that happen 1,000 times in races like this over the last 14 years.
40.26.
So 6.5 seconds to Rachel. Yeah, we're not going to catch her. Only down to 6 seconds.
40.333. Great job. 10 to go.
Two tires may have been an option. No, I would have been deadly loose. Left rear was 75%. We just needed to pit when they all did if we wanted to be near them. But we were going for a different strategy. Didn't work out. Still going to finish where we were going to finish anyways. So unless they wreck and we get some green-white checkers and get more free spots. Sometimes as the slowest guy in the race, you just gotta try something different. Five seconds to Rachel. You can see her now. Well, you can see her rear axles. Now it's gone.
40.353.
So yeah, very, very clear and obvious reason why I know that setup shops won't do a damn good thing for me, because I could have the OSR set and still be in the same spot. It's so much more driver than most people want to admit. It's very hard for people to admit that they are slow. Luckily, I've been around long enough. I know my limits. I know my ability, and I'm comfortable with being the slow guy when we get in those races. So, we're gonna just put a tiny bit more fuel in. I don't think we need it. We're gonna take our final set of tires. And I haven't been watching the temp, but we're gonna throw a bit more tape on. And then we'll drive straight into the wreck that's about to happen. Up to 16th now. I really think that this was probably not taped up as much as we could have. Hopefully we don't overdo it, but again, it doesn't matter if we do. 16th, even if we have to lift off for the last few laps. Everyone's got a set of tires, but it's most likely going to be some green one. Well, someone just got turned, and unfortunately it is the 26 who was having a good run. Yes, you can run into cars on pit road if you're in the 2 lanes on the outside. Looks like he just got dumped.
Move it.
Somehow didn't end up with a bunch of front end damage that keeps him in, so
You got 5 laps
he lucks
to go.
out on that.
Just hit the tires. Make them last the rest of the race. Line up, single file.
A couple of people got penalties or damage and are behind us now. We got the 19 that's slower than us ahead of us. Tires that came off were 98s on right, 99s on left. 5 car gets a penalty. We're just getting free spots left and right here. But we will be getting wrecked left and right very soon.
Catcher, 19 car, 1 lap to green. You'll be lining up on the inside. Catcher, 30 car, 1 minute.
We are now in 13th.
19.802.
It looks like it might be everyone has to start single file behind us because they all got penalties. And the 19 slow, the 26 might have a lot of damage. We could back up into a top 10 here. But I'm guessing a few of the people behind us are going to come flying past. Alright, well, not a green-white checkered yet, so we could have 4 more restarts with this one. This one and 3 more.
About to go green, stay focused. The pace car is in. Green flag.
Damaged guys on the top did not get a good start. 26 may be way off pace, but now we got the fast guys that got penalties coming up behind us.
You're in the middle, 3 wide, clear, 2 wide. Still there, inside.
And just blowing past, and all I did was press the gas.
Car inside. Still there, inside. Still there.
Make sure that tape didn't change anything too bad on us. Got a few people coming up behind us that might be quicker still.
You've got 2 laps to go. 41.
We're currently in 12th.
Car inside. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Still there. Clear inside.
Not gonna get a caution.
39.346 inside. Still inside. Clear. Outside. Still there, hold your line. Keep low.
Big push. Jesus. That was a pathetic push.
Stay low. Keep digging.
And we get 10th.
Checkered flag, checkered
So that's how
flag.
you get a top 10 in a 5,300
Great
split.
job. You did
Just
really
be
well.
slow as shit and avoid all the wrecks. Oh, so stupid. I mean, we were so dead slow that entire race. Now, I'm guessing the tape was not helping us. Most of these guys know exactly what tape to put on for every single little bit, but there you go. Top 10, along with every other double-digit person, pretty much. Let's go take a look at what all got in the way of the people that should have been up there. 4 wide, 5 wide, okay. And then I think Rachel just lost it on her own. She started pushing, crosses the seam, yep, big, losing it even before the 17 gets to her, and then the 5's there. And then the one that actually causes a caution, 23 just drives up the track and puts the one into the wall. He just shoots up the track, like, not your lane. And then everyone piles in, but we're so far behind, we don't get anything. Like, they're stopped ahead of us, but 16 decides to just drive through us. Like, I mean, you can see, they're slow, and we just start getting pounded over and over. It's like, what the shit? So, congrats to him. He was already damaged, I think. And, well, I can't blame either of them. That was just... 7 was up higher than the car he was in front of. The 11 comes up to get a wide entry right as the 7 starts to turn in, but the 7's turning in even before the leader is, and then they come together. And yeah, I can't blame the 11 on that, because the 7's turning in way beforehand, and then that destroys the entire field. Some of them still beat us though, but yeah, that's just racing incident. 31 gonna hit the wall, not even due to throttle. 26 is gonna hit the wall on entry, we saw that. 3 car gets a penalty, maybe, or no, blows up. And 17 blows up. 11 gets loose, gets the wall, but the 2 actually does what you're supposed to do and lifts off. I'm guessing he lost a lot of time here, but didn't get in a wreck. Yeah, look, drops 5 miles an hour, but they don't wreck. 31 and 19, having some issues. Prediction code. Sure, prediction code. Nope. He blows up. And he's trapped on the high side. Is this where the caution is? Nope. Too much tape? He doesn't have any damage. Maybe we just didn't get the damage info. And bump drafting on the straightaway. That's not quite straight. That was a bit pointless. So just a one-car wreck there. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna gain out of bump drafting there, but that's why I'm not a top driver. I don't know all these little things that you got to do to be so good. And then, yeah, unfortunate for the 26. He had a really good run going. And then I don't think anything happens on the green or on the restart. 5 blows up. And this is after the race, and all of them are wrecking. So, let's take a look at results. .63 iRating, we're over 4,500 now. Lose 8 safety rating, doesn't matter. And, well, we were the first split to finish, amazingly. I don't know how that's possible. It felt like we were wrecking over and over and over, but they were some big wrecks, and that got us pretty much all of these spots. Yeah, I mean, we just barely got Rachel, and she had damage from the first incident. So, a bunch of free spots. We get a top 10. 4 incidents. We led 4 laps. Look at us, putting ourselves on the leaderboard. But fastest lap time is going to be hilarious. 39.3. That's after we taped up, though. It was clear that we were dog shit in a long run. It was going too loose and just didn't have that outright speed at first. I think we needed more tape at the beginning, but again, just showed up and raced and didn't wreck. So when you do that, it's pretty easy to get a top 10 when there's so many wrecks. So at least it wasn't really stupid moves. We only saw the one person getting turned on the straightaway from a bump draft. The rest were just mistakes, I guess. I guess the guy pushing up the track, that was a pretty bad one. At this level, you should know to lift off, get it to turn. He just kept in the throttle, and the one car got sent in the wall. But the big one into turn 1, can't really put blame on that. Yeah, the inside car could have been lower, but the outside car shouldn't have been turning in at that point anyways. So, hope you enjoyed it. And, well, let's hope we don't get in another one of those again. That made me feel really slow. Thanks for watching.